Welcome to video 3, creating a one-page map. We're going to go through this tutorial to teach you how to make a one-page map and show you the different tools available to you as you do your map. We're going to use our first map, which would be of ancient Mesopotamia, as our example. So we are on the site education.nationalgeographic.com. This is the home page, and we want to click on Mapping, drop-down menu, and then click One Page Map. You see that on One Page Map, they have regions and countries. So let's start with the region we want to go to, which is Asia. Oops, little mistake there. Let's go back. Try that again. One Page Map, we want to go to Asia. It brings up a map of Asia, and then we select the country. We know that Mesopotamia is in modern-day Iraq, so we scroll to find Iraq and click on it. All right. First menus that we'll go through are the Map Elements menu. On Basic Map Elements, what we need to do is uncheck the map title and the locator map. Map title is incorrect because we'll be making an ancient map of Mesopotamia, not a current-day map of Iraq. Locator map is just not necessary because we're going to leave our latitude and longitude grid lines, and we're also going to leave the degree values that go with those grid lines. Next menu that we need are the borders and names. We do not want a capital symbol or a capital name, and we do not want the country names. Then we click on Other Features. We remove the large cities, the small cities, and the water body names. We will be removing the rivers and the river names after we trace the rivers. So let's use the drawing tools. To trace rivers, we use the freeform line in the color blue. We click on the colors, choose blue, begin at the northern part of the map. Oh, thought I chose blue. Okay, made a mistake, so you click on the eraser and erase. Let's try that again. This time I want blue. Okay, it says it's blue. Let's hope it is. Okay, it's a beta site, so sometimes it does not do exactly everything you want it to. Trace the river as close to you can as possible. Okay, down into the Persian Gulf. All right, now we want to label what we have created. We click on the label tool. We enter our text right here, but we first have to erase enter text right here because we don't want that on our map. We trace the Euphrates River, and I'm going to stack my label. So I'm going to type in EU, capital E, PHRATES, and then I'm going to hit the enter button and put the word river, capital RIVER, underneath. I'm going to click where I want the label to appear, right there. And now I have a nicely stacked label. To do the Persian Gulf, we also again go back to our freeform tool. This time let's choose, because it's a gulf and not a river, let's choose a lighter color, blue, and let's trace the Persian Gulf. Now, in ancient Mesopotamia, Persian Gulf had a much deeper ancient shoreline, so we're going to take it up. We trace it, and then for larger bodies of water, we also color them in. Okay, so we'll do a little coloring. I'm just going to make this quick for the sake of the tutorial. All right, again, we want to label what we made, making sure there's backspace to make sure there's no other labels on there. And we type Persian Gulf, being careful to capitalize and spell correctly, and label our Persian Gulf. We can now go back because we've traced our river. We can take our river names and our rivers off. Okay, now granted, we only did the Euphrates River. We'll have to add the Tigris River at another time. I want to show you the markers. Okay. To mark a city, if it's a capital city, For example, Babylon served as the capital. We want to make a medium marker, and you want to put it about where Babylon would be. Okay, and then again, use your label tool and label it. If it's just a simple city, such as which is down here, we just use a small dot. Actually, if I make the dot too big, click the eraser tool, erase it, tell it I want the smaller size, and drag it into its spot. Go back to the drawing tool, label. This is the ancient city of city and label. Okay, all right. In the Persian Gulf, another way I can fill in some of the larger bodies of water is, I believe there are waves. Let's look here. Yes, here are my waves. I might want that marker a little bit bigger depending on how big the water is. So I can just drop a couple of those over there. All right. Let's say I have a desert. Then I have a cactus that I can use in the desert and place a couple cactuses for my Syrian desert. If there is a forest area, then I can place a cluster of trees on my map, and I have a couple different types of trees. I have one of those, or I can use those type, or I can even use this type of tree. Okay. Something else I may want to use are a delta. A delta is a swampy area, so we have a small little patch of grassland. Okay, so we'll create a little delta right here by that lake. Volcanoes. If there are volcanoes in the area, which luckily we do not have any significant volcanoes here in Mesopotamia, but if they were, we do have a volcano marker. We'll put one out there. Okay, just to show you the volcano. And we also have mountains. So if you need to create a mountain range, you can put several mountains. Okay, these will come in very handy when you need to map the Himalayan mountain range. Just stack them. And of course, everything on your map is labeled. So we have a cactus to symbolize our deserts, a star to symbolize any capital city, a dot to symbolize a larger city. We have trees to symbolize specific forests. We have little grasslands, little grassy crops to symbolize a delta. The mountains to show a mountain range, volcanoes, and then, of course, we use the blue to symbolize our water. Okay. Now, if we don't want to use the marker and we want to go back to the drawing tool to create our mountains, or if we have to create a plateau, all right, let's pretend there's a plateau in ancient Mesopotamia. Remember, we make plateaus brown, okay, and we create that. We want a slant line, a flat top, and a slant line, okay, a slant line, a flat top, and a slant line. Let me move that tree out of my way. I can erase it, or I can just move it if they need moved. The tree needs moved. Okay. If I want to create mountains, remember our mountains are green, and they are just simply green triangles. Okay. All right. I believe I've covered all the basic drawing tools you need to know to create a map. I wish you luck. I want you to download the map when you are finished. Click download. Download it as a PDF, and print. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing your maps.